GPS for Kids, or how to turn on your child's guided path to success in life and school. You won't find this program anywhere else because I developed this when I raised my own 3 daughters as a single parent. When I got married, I was told I could probably never have kids due to a severe infection of peritonitis. Yet, several years later, here I was pregnant. The first child seemed like a miracle. By the 3rd child, parenting became my destiny. I knew I had to find a way to raise my kids to navigate through life, knowing who they were. It became my passion. People used to ask me why my kids seemed different. What was I doing? I didn't really know. I just knew I had to do what I was doing. Then a few years ago, my oldest daughter asked me to start a magazine with her. She wanted to empower parents and kids with the life skills and tools that she felt she had learned growing up. Her GPS, or guided path to success, was turned on. She was confident in creating the life she wanted. So were her sisters. While most of her peers were struggling to be independent, had low self-esteem, still didn't feel good about who they were in the world. She realized that it didn't matter how well they had done in school, or how popular they were, or if they had joined the right football team, or anything else. There was something else that mattered more. Here's our story. How was I going to change how I parented? My oldest brother had taken his life when he was only 22 years old. I was determined to figure out a way to raise my kids that would empower them with confidence from the inside out. I wanted them to know that they were full of potential and capable of successfully navigating through life. Finally, I realized that the one thing that we all have when we come into the world is the potential and capacity to love to learn, to whatever degree we possess. Therefore, I decided I would hold my children to that one belief. I knew it was true. I told my kids to hold on to this belief. You came into the world loving to learn, and you have the right to keep that love of learning alive, especially during the countless hours in school. In fact, I was so sure that this was going to put my kids in charge of creating their own lives that I told them they would evaluate and pick the schools they wanted to go to as long as they kept their learning